fun new entertaining idea for your next party, potluck, or even campfire? Well, I've got a great recipe for you. It's called Arayes, which in Arabic means bride and groom sandwiches. I'm not really sure why they call it that. Perhaps it's because of the white bread and the meat in the middle. The white represents a bridal dress and the meat could be a tuxedo, who knows? But I do know that we enjoy it any time of the year, but right now it's perfect because you could actually throw these on the grill. This is a variation of a hamburger with a Mediterranean Middle Eastern twist, but the meat is actually cooked in the pita bread, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to assemble. What makes the meat different is I've just got like a pound of ground meat here. You could use beef, lamb, chicken, or even turkey. Is the aromatics that we add to it that you would normally see in a kifta kebab in a Middle Eastern restaurant. And one of those aromatics is parsley. I've just got a handful of parsley here, and I'm just gonna mince it really, really finely. This is gonna add a nice fresh flavor and color to the ground meat. Along with that, I'm going to add some onion, which as you can see here, to save some time, I already bought some pre-cut onions because, you know, I don't like crying in my kitchen. That gets old after a while, and I love that it saves me time. I've also minced about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. If you're a real garlic lover, feel free to amp up and add even more garlic cloves. So we've got the parsley here. I've got the ground meat, and we're gonna add it. So we're gonna add all of it. So we're gonna add about a half an onion that's been chopped up to the ground meat. We're going to add the already minced garlic that I mentioned and the parsley. Now the seasonings are different too, but they're very exciting. Allspice actually comes from a berry. Some people think it's a variety of spices. No, it just comes from a berry. So about a teaspoon of allspice. Of course, you're gonna add some salt to taste. I use about a teaspoon of salt. To liven things up in a Mediterranean way, I like to use lemon pepper instead of just pepper. So we've got just a dash of that. So we've got pepper, but the lemon adds a nice tangy flavor, which I really love. Plus, the Mediterranean answer to barbecue sauce is basically pomegranate molasses. I love pomegranate molasses because it's a whole food sweetener. It's basically made of pomegranate juice that's been cooked down, so it's got an almost molasses-like texture. Now to mix this up, I like to use gloves, and all you have to do is smush all of these ingredients together. You don't want to overmix or else it'll be too tough. But honestly, it's so easy. You could even put this in the refrigerator and assemble when your guests come over. My parents used to bring this to our camping trips and literally throw these on the grill, which you can do, but I'm going to show you the oven bake variety just in case you want to bake this in your oven any time of the year. What makes these different is we use pita bread. We don't use hamburger buns. And we actually cook the meat in the pita bread, which makes the pita bread crispy, and the meat adds extra flavor to the bread when it bakes in the oven. The key is to make it thin. Right? You almost want a cracker-like consistency when you bite into it, and you want it really juicy and chewy in the middle. So this is what you do. You just basically stuff all the pitas, and then what I like to do is paint either side with olive oil because this is going to give it that crunchy, crackly texture. Just put it in a pan, and you could bake it at 400 degrees for about 10 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. You want it to be golden brown. And they end up looking just like this. Now, as far as serving suggestions, I really like this with cucumber yogurt sauce. I have Syrian Muhammad dip, which is made with walnuts and red pepper. You could even serve it with hummus. Of course, a cucumber tomato salad always adds a nice vegetable to the side. And when you bite into it, yeah, when you hear that crackling sound, you know it's like a pita chip and a burger all rolled into one. You don't even need to have chips on the side because it's all in one burger.